Hey everyone, I'm going to take you guys through an upper body warm-up that we typically do for our horizontal pushing movement. So if you're doing a flat dumbbell or barbell bench press, these are the kind of exercises that we like to do. So the first one, it's going to be band pull-aparts. So we're going to grab a long band. It doesn't have to be too tight of a band. Red or yellow maximum, maybe a purple if you're super strong, but I doubt it. So you're gonna have your arms straight out, kind of like around your collarbone height, and you're gonna keep your elbows straight. And we like to do with your palms facing up because a lot of things we do when we grab a barbell is usually overhand. So we kind of like to counteract that with some external rotation in the shoulder. And then you pull straight back, squeezing your shoulder blades together, keeping that band just above your chest around the collarbone. We want to avoid our shoulders raising up, so keep them down and squeeze that shoulder blade in your back. Good, we typically do about 15 to 20 reps of this. Good. Next one we'll do with a mini band. This is an isometric horizontal abduction. So I like to do this around the hand, not the wrist. Okay, so keeping your wrist straight. As you push forward, you're going to hold out and then come back in. You're going to keep tension on this band the entire time. Again, try not to shrug up on your shoulders, keep them low, push forward, straighten those elbows all the way, and then pull back. This one we typically do around 10 reps. Good. The next couple we do will be on the ground. So since we're pushing in a horizontal movement, we're going to do Scap Push Ups. Okay? So this will kind of help us learn how to retract those shoulder blades when we're getting ready for a bench press. So you set up in the push-up position, back flat, elbows stay straight the entire time. And when you come down, you squeeze those shoulder blades together, then you push them apart as far as you can in a controlled manner. So squeeze and then push apart. Squeeze, push apart. Good. So this one will probably be 10 to 15 reps. And then the next two will be on the ground as well. So we like to do thoracic rotations, or thoracic openers, depends on what you want to call them. So when we do this, we want to use the 90-degree rule. Hips at 90 degrees, knees at 90 degrees, and feet at 90 degrees. And then also your armpit will be at 90 degrees. So you start with your hands touching, open up like a book, head follows your hand the entire time. Once you go as far as you can, you come back over this way. So kind of a few goals of this one is to get your back shoulder blade touching the ground, and it might be difficult for a lot of you, but that's okay. This is why we work on it. You want to make sure your knees stay together and on the ground. If you want to have a partner come and push down a little bit so you can get a little bit of a better stretch, that's okay. I prefer that. We'll do 10 each side and then switch. Good. And the last one is handcuffs. Now this one I do on most upper body, even some lower body workouts. And this is basically just to get a good range of motion in the shoulder. And so I want you to start with your hands all the way up over top of your head, arms straight. I like your arms straight and then palms up. Turn them up as much as you can. And then bring them down, get some good internal rotation, palms in the air. What I want you to try and do is keep your hands as high in the air as you can the entire time. So pretend you're going over hurdles, and then as you go up your back, I want you to try not to touch your lower back or your bottom or your mid back, however far you can. Try and keep some space between your hands and your back as well. And one thing to avoid, when you're at the bottom, when your hands are behind your back, try not to, some people like to grasp their hands and try and get a little extra range of motion. Just do whatever you can. Good. You can do this one with weight. I mean, you might have a little bit more mobility to do it with weight, but you can do it with like 1 or 2 kilos, nothing too heavy. But most people will start off with just body weight. Oh, it's your phone.